Hello and welcome to another battle report by the Ministry of Miniatures, and today I've got Stu round and we're going to be playing a battle on the Finnish Soviet border, and as you can see here we've got a village that represents it, and we'll go through the terrain shortly. So I'll quickly go through. As you can see, there's a road running down the middle, crossroads in the centre of the board with roads going off to each side. All of the buildings are going to be classed as soft cover because of their wooden design. The only hard cover on the table will be these stone walls running round this main house in the middle. We've got fences here. They're light fences which will give soft cover, but all vehicles can go through them, so even tracked and wheeled vehicles. We have an orchard which will offer soft cover. The trees will all offer soft cover, apart from the single ones, which just add a bit of eye candy. The field over here will be soft cover as well. If you're in it, offers the soft cover. And this wall around the field here will give hard cover. And then there's a few stones and bushes around which will just add to the soft cover available. So this is our battle board, set on the border of Russia and Finland, and next up I'll show you the armies.
Here we've got the Russian contingent. We have a first lieutenant on his own because he doesn't like anybody else with him. We have a command T-3485 in the centre, which is the higher green coloured one, with another T-3485 with him, and a Sherman M4A2. Those are all regular. Moving along, we have a veteran SMG team, all with SMGs including the NCO. Next one along is a free unit that the Russians get. They're all inexperienced green. The NCO also has a rifle, not an SMG with that. That's what they come with. Next one along is a veteran rifle squad with 2 LMGs, 1 SMG for the NCO, and everybody else has rifles. We have a flamethrower just to make things a bit toasty for the Finnish, because it's nice and cold on those steps, and a sniper team as well, just backing those up. 9 dice.
9 dice.
And that's 1,242 points.
Excellent. Right, up next, the Finnish. Okay, so this is the Finnish army. Just over 1,200, about 1,270 points, so slightly more than the Soviets. Everything here is veteran, apart from the Stug, but I'll go through them all individually. So first up, we've got the officer and assistant, both with SMGs. Then here, I've got 3 rifle squads, all veterans. The NCOs have SMGs, and each team has an LMG at the back. To support them, I've also got a CC squad, which all have SMGs. And over here, I have a flamethrower, a sniper, and a Panzerschreck. And then just back there is my medium mortar and spotter. And tank-wise, I've got the BA-20 with flamethrower, and a regular Stug with MMG on the top. So all in all, that should be 11 dice. Right, so as we get started, we're just going to roll for sides. We're going to go either this way or that way, so going the long way across the width. So highest one gets to choose. I've got a 6. I think I'm going to take the side with the hard wall. Okay, so round 1. Let's see who goes first. Finns. Okay, so first up, I think I'm going to bring on my mortar, and I'm just going to place him behind here, hidden away, and have my spotter in the corner here. I need to bring my sniper on as well. You got a sniper as well, haven't you? So I'll put mine. Oh, where are we going to put that in? Come back in a second. Okay, so we just put the Finnish sniper just on the back of the table, viewing that side, giving a nice outlook. And then the Soviet sniper in his ghillie suit is in the building. If you can see him, he's quite well camouflaged. Okay, next dice. Another Finnish. Right, back in a moment. There you go. So the fins are in place. Next dice.
Sherman, I'm going to put him out in the open. And I'm only going to advance him 6 inches in. And I'm going to take a shot at your guys in the open.
They're covered by the...
Yeah, I know now. I'll see if I can. Advance. Right, Sherman.
So what are you doing, the cannon or...?
That's what I'm just trying to decide whether I should do the machine guns and I think bounded or do the HE on them. I'll get the pins on here. Decisions. It's a 2 inch, isn't it? Right. I decided to shoot the machine guns rather than the HE. That's 29 inches. So that'll be at long range.
Movement, long range, hard cover.
Hard cover. And I've got that's 8 dice.
Needing sevens.
Yeah, three dodgy sixes, 5 dodgy sixes. 1 6 in that lot. So let's see if I can get another one. No.
Good. Right, next dice.
Next dice out of the bag is another. I'm going to push the flank on that side. I'm going to have another tank come on. And he's going to do roughly the same. If they hit.
Okay. It's the same again.
So on the dice roll.
Oh, I saw the 6 there.
No.
Next dice then.
Next dice out. Another one, mine. Decisions. Right. Finally made a decision after a lot of umming and ahhing backwards and forwards. I am going to run my SMG team up. I'm going to try and contest what's coming the other way. But that's as far as they get. So I've got an 11-man SMG team and an NCO, so I've given them the run order, so they're not going to be shooting at you, thankfully.
Nice. Good. Next dice.
Okay. Another one of mine.
That's what we like to see. I'll come back.
We have the ever glorious and heroic First Lieutenant from the battalion. He's going to hide behind the building. He's going to run on and he's going to hide because he doesn't really know what he wants to do.
But he's in a central position, so that's good. Okay, next dice.
One of yours.
Yeah. Right, back in. Okay, so I just ran my second rifle squad in on the other side of this building behind the hard cover. Next dice.
One of mine.
Ooh. Do you know what you're going to do?
I think I do. Seeing as you've laid out a nice opportune target for my sniper, I'm going to have a spot shot at your infantry unit you've just placed out.
Yeah.
So he's in that building. He's going to stick his head out the window. He's out the obligatory 12-inch. Noise penalties for cover. So we are looking at a
3, is it?
3.
Or is it a 4 for long range? We'll be
Okay,
back. So we think it's just 3. You
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
And then as veterans, you need a 5. I'd say that's a 4, would you?
Yeah, that's a 4.
So it's just a pin. Next dice. Ooh. Soviet.
You can see most of the way down that road then. The inexperienced rifle squad, stupid as they are going to come running down the road. So they won't get as far as that.
Excellent. Right, next dice then. Okay.
Decisions.
Yeah, just run my officer up behind this infantry unit, about there, so I can get across the 2 squads. Next dice. Can't be many of yours left. Okay.
3.
This CC squad are going to go down. Next dice.
What's that mean to your special one? You can bring it on anywhere on the table next turn?
Yeah, they can do outflanking. The outflanking would just keep you thinking about where I'm coming on.
Right. I have a veteran guard squad, which I'm going to stick in the cornfield. So they are going to come on in here. They are going to advance on, which puts them just in field. And just behind it, and I'm going to try and take a pot shot at your sniper if I can with my LMGs, which I will put out at the front when I get the figures over 26 inches.
So it's going to be movement, long range, hard cover, small team. So you're looking at 7s, aren't you?
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
So LMGs.
Yeah, 4.
4 dice. 'Cause it's not
5 is medium.
5 is medium, yeah. 4 dice. So that's 8 from that squad.
Oh, you got 2 LMGs, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 6s by 6s.
So that's 4. 1
Possible.
possible. Get those out of the way. Come on, 6s.
Oh. Okay, not many dice left back in the bag.
So,
Who's up
this one
next?
out. It'll probably be Finnish because there's only 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I just ran another rifle squad up the road towards the building. Okay, next dice.
Next dice out the bag.
So you got your flamer and your other tank.
I don't like your little sniper stuck over this side. So I'm going to take my flamethrower and stick it over here with my SMG team, just so it takes a target away from him, so that he can't have a pot shot in. Let's see, run him up into the trees. Yeah, he'll just about get in the trees on a run. I'll put the flamethrower so I know that's the flamethrower team, that's the SMGs.
Good. Next dice. I'm going to bring my flamethrower team on. And they're going to run up just behind the building here. Okay, next dice.
One of yours. Finish.
Okay, Panzer Shrek. It's just going to come up against the wall here. Just outside to your sniper.
Okay. Next dice out bag, so I'll put one of yours.
Okay, so I've just advanced my BA-20 and I'm going to take some shots at his veterans. I know it's not going to do much because of the distance, but I'll work out what it's going to be. Okay, so it's going to be movement 4, and then because they're behind the wall there, and long range, so movement 4, long range 5, hard cover 7s. So 10 shots needing 7s. Okay, here we go. Nothing. Yeah, let's see what it's going to be.
Another one of yours?
Well, that's my tank, isn't it?
Could be. See, it's got last one now.
This might be a good time for the low profile to come in. Stand by. Okay, so I've advanced my tank in the 12 inches, sorry, on here, and I'm going to take the main cannon shot at the tank on this side, the Soviet tank, and then medium machine guns at those infantry behind the soft cover of the field in there. So, movement 4. I don't think that tank really gets any cover, so it's movement 4 and I'll measure the range. Okay, so because it's a heavy anti-tank, it has a 72-inch range, so it's just movement 4, and because of where the tank is, it's in the open, so it's just movement 4. Do you agree?
Yes.
And then with the SMGs, because the squad is behind that fence, it's going to be movement 4, long range 5, soft cover 6s. So let's do the big gun first, needing a 4. Got it. So heavy anti-tank is +6. Is yours 9? 5. So that's 11. So it beats it by 2, not 3, so just get 1 dice.
Yeah.
Let's see what the damage effect is. 2. So immobilised, +1 pin marker. The vehicle cannot move for the rest of the game. And you've got to get it to down. And then you also have to roll for turret jam.
Jam. 1 to 3, nothing happens. 5 to 6, it's jammed. So it's jammed in its position.
Which is where you'd want it.
Yeah.
Right, so then I've got the 5 machine guns, which we said was 6, isn't it? Movement, long range, soft cover. 1 hit, so it's a pin on that unit. And I've got a 6, so what have you got in there? Have you got a...
Oh, they're all SMGs, every single
I'll
one.
take the NCO then. So you just...
If it's the one without the brown, that's it, it's the brown guy.
So have you got a little dice to put them up, but they don't have a NCO with them, because that'll impact their... if not, I've got one. So 1 dead, 1 pin, and no NCO. Excellent. I think you've just got your tank now, haven't you?
I believe that is the last one. No, there's 1 and 1. What have you got left? This is 1 and 1 left.
Ah, my sniper.
No, mine. It's my tank. One of the tanks. I'm going to advance on.
Oh, the Stewart taking on 3 Soviet tanks, eh?
So, main gun against the Stug and the machine gun against the squad.
So machine gun would be 7s, your tank, depending on range, and whether that fence gives me any cover.
That's
Whether
5
it
dice
covers
for
half
the
of it.
machine gun on the squad. Is that?
Yeah.
6s, did you say?
Well, it'd be 7s on it. Movement, long range, hard cover.
Yeah, 7s. Right.
5 shots needed, 7s for the machine guns. Nope.
Nothing. And there's 1 shot.
So movement 4, and then soft cover 5s.
Okay. No. Obviously didn't go to tank score.
Actually, I'll put some of these small ones in.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the end of round 1. So it's quite even Stevens at the moment, isn't it? We're both got infantry heavy in the middle.
Yeah.
And you've got a stack of armour on this side. But there we go, let's see what happens on round 2. We just forgot, I've still got my sniper to do. and because it ignores cover, I've just got the long range onto that veteran squad in there. So it's going to be a 4 to hit for long range. Yeah, I've got a 4.
All shots out of sniper exceptional. Did you wound?
Got 2. So it's just a pin. Okay, so round 2. Who's going to be first?
Who's going to be first out of the bag? It's got to be one of mine. Right. I'm going to advance my mobile Russian tank. He's going to advance 12. So he's going to get that far. And I'm going to turn so that my armour is facing forward to you. So advance. It's going to be a repeat of what I did before.
So just need to move it back 3 inches because it's
There we go.
yeah. Not that it's going to make much of a difference, but
So main gun's going to shoot at the Stug again.
yeah.
And the heavy machine gun's going to shoot at the rifle squad.
Yeah.
5 dice for machine gun.
Yeah.
7s.
Yeah, movement for hard cover. It's whether it's long range, probably will be because it's quite distance. Nothing?
No, nothing.
And the main gun.
1 shot at the Stug.
I think I'm still behind the hard cover, so because it's low profile, so it should be.
4s.
Movement 4, soft cover 5.
No.
2.
Go back to tank stall. Right, next dice out of the bag is
Yes.
1. Up, and they're going to spread out from the building behind the barricade.
Oh, nice.
So that will be 6 inches from the furthest one. Will be right up to the edge of that. There's no advance on the dice. They're going to advance so that they can shoot afterwards. So, range for rifles 17, so it's long range and hard cover.
And movement. And they're inexperienced.
And they are instead. Right, so
7s, yeah.
No,
Thing.
again, a fail.
This is the trouble with the distance and the cover. It just makes it, those 7s are difficult to get, aren't
Once we get up there, we'll be
they? Yeah.
doing some stuff. So, right, next one out of the bag. Who's another Russian? Right, your squad's probably going to be coming into my range for my sniper pretty quick. So I'm going to shoot at you from the building to there. It was 13 inches last time, so it's going to be the same again.
Yep.
3s to hit. Hits.
Yep. 5 to kill.
Bets, yeah.
I saw the 5.
Well, the Russians are doing
Another pin.
as they normally do. I use D10s.
Okay, next dice.
Right.
That squad's got 2 pins.
Another one away.
It's good there's a bit of movement, keeping everyone moving.
Yeah. I'm going to advance up my veteran guard squad. I'm going to take a thing around the wall. And then I'm going to take a pot shot off the room. So, up to the wall, up to the wall.
And who's shooting it?
I haven't decided yet. I've got a choice. I believe. No, can't thread the needle through there. I have a chance of shooting your squad there or your sniper. Because your armour car is obviously not over the top, so I can't do anything with that. So, I'm gonna have to wait for it to come out in the open, I think. It's gonna be your rifle squad over there. It's 7s again to hit you because of all of the movement,
long range, hard cover. Yeah.
Hard cover. So it's 2 LMGs.
Yeah.
So that's 8. dice. And that's 7s to hit with all of the distance and the modifiers on it. So come on, guys.
About 3 possibles.
Right, come on, 6s.
Nope. Again, worth a try. So it's just going to roll for the pin marker. 11, then go down. So
move those back again.
Yeah, because that's quite important. Because obviously, if I move
So
something up and take you on.
Forgot that. I didn't see it. So they'll come back here. Veteran squad went down because they failed their ordered dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Just going to move the officer that's behind there up with the rifle squad.
Yeah. Okay.
So, as valiant as ever, quite armoured cart. I'm going to come right round that way. Next dice out the bag.
It's all so good, isn't it?
Christ, isn't it? It's going to be one big swing back towards you, isn't it? I'm going to run my flamethrower team up.
Yeah.
I'm going to run him up behind the building so he doesn't get shot at. So he's going to run through the trees, threading the needle, and he's going to end up behind the bush. He hasn't got the range to shoot anyone, so he's just going to go there.
Ready.
Ready to nip round the building and go, ha!
Right, so I need to return the favour with this. So I'm just going to fire back at the tank I've already injured because he hasn't been yet. So that should just be a 3. Because it's not long range, is it?
Yep, you haven't moved.
4, so I've hit. And then it's +6. So that's a 10. And then let's roll on the damage chart. 1.
1. Crew stunned. Overcome by smoke. 1 additional pin marker to the vehicle. Place the down order dice next to the vehicle.
Well, at least it stops him shooting back at me. And how many pins is he on now? Is it 4? And then I'm going to do my medium machine gun, which is long range, soft cover. So that's long range 4, soft cover 5. So that squad that I've already hit. So 2. And I've got 3 in a 2. So another pin. Next dice. So finish again. Okay, I'm going to fire my mortar at that squad that I've just pinned. I've got my spotter, so I just need a 6. 3. So I'll just put a ranging in. There we go.
Okay, next dice out the bag. Another one. Pins.
Okay. I'll come back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull. Actually, no, I'm just going to advance this squad here up to the wall and then make a shot in a second. But I need to take a test first. I've got the officer nearby. They are veteran. 5, yeah, so that's 1 pin. And I'm just going to move that. Okay, so I've advanced up here and so I've got a pin.
No, they're regular.
They're regular. So he's got a regular sniper in that building, which we're classing as soft cover because it's wooden. So I've got advance up to the wall, which is 4, pin 5, soft cover 6, small team 7s. So I need to work out how many rifles and what stuff I've got. Okay, so I've got 12 shots. So I've got the LMG with 4 shots. I've got 6 rifles and an SMG, but they all work out at needing 7s. So, nothing. There we go. Next dice.
Move the dice bag out of the measuring. Just put that back in. Right. Now his shots. I'm going to try and run the SMG up into cover behind that building. I have to make a test for that.
You got 2 pins, haven't you?
Yeah.
And are they?
And the officers well out of range.
Are they? Did you say they're veteran or?
Those are veteran, yeah.
Okay. So you got 2 veteran squads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two veteran and 1 inexperienced.
10. They go down. You've not done very well on your 2 tests so far.
And they've got an NCO missing as well.
Okay, next dice.
One of yours.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I've just advanced the 2nd rifle squad up against the hardcover on the wall there. And this time it's 6s because they don't have a pin, so I'm going for that sniper again. There should be 12 dice there. So needing 6s. 2. And he's regular, so needing 4s. 2. So both the guys are dead. And he comes out. 1-0.
Good shot. Well done.
No more pesky sniper. They're always the first to go. Not anymore.
Another one of yours?
Another one of mine. Good. Right. So I'm going to move the Panzerschreck up into this corner, and I'm going to take a shot at that tank over there. And I'm just going to do some measuring. So back around.
So
Okay,
the Russian dish, you don't get it. Oh.
That's fortunate.
Yes.
Or unfortunate. Okay, who do we think's up next then? It's the Finns. Right, I need to get this squad moving, so they're going to come up this way, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've just run my squad into the building there. Next dice? I'll put it there so I remember.
Is that Finnish one?
Finnish.
But they're all Finns left in the bag after that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Sniper is going to take a shot at your squad over there.
Okay.
So it was just long range, wasn't it? 4. I missed anyway. I got them last time, that's how they got a pin on it, wasn't it? Then I'm going to... I need to get my flamethrower in. So the flamethrower is going to run across... We said this barrier wasn't a hinder for infantry, did we? Flamethrower's just run 12 inches to there. And then what have I got left? Sniper, my flame thingy, would you give me? Oh, you don't have anything on this side that can hurt it, so it's a wheeled vehicle.
You're going to run the fence down.
Well, I'm going to move up 12. Yeah, we said at the beginning
wheeled to 12 and track to 9.
Yeah. So if I move that 12, let's just work out what 12 is. We did pre-agree at the beginning that the fences could...
No, that's fine.
Because otherwise it just stops
I
everything.
travel that far over rough ground.
So now I'm going to see... You haven't got anything in that building, have you?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Right, so I'm going to fire my medium machine gun at those troops there.
Yeah.
So movement 4, hardcover 6s. 4 shots needing 6s. You're outside of my flamethrower range. 1 hit.
Yeah.
And then the veteran, aren't they?
Yeah.
4, so just a pin. And
All
that
the
should...
difference. They even failed it on 1 pin. It's worth double damage.
So that should be the end of round 2, I believe.
You have 3 finished shots.
Yeah, so that would have been
So that one.
them,
Yeah.
snipers, and them. So we won't
Yeah.
bother putting them out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Watch to show. Right. So do you want to take a...
Okay, round 3. Who's going to get the first dice?
Pins off.
Okay. I'm going to have to just fire at that tank there that isn't immobilised, because that's got 4 pins. I'm pretty confident that's not doing anything. Even if it does, it's got pins, so I'm going to fire at that one. So it should just be 3.
Yes.
Just need to check the range and whether it's in the right arc.
So
Okay, so we've just checked and it's just within the 45
And
degrees.
that's 19 inches.
So it's just going to be a 3.
Yeah. We'll agree with 3.
Okay. 5.
Yeah. And it's got 9
So I need 3 or more. I've got the 9.
And damage table.
1 again.
1.
Crew stunned.
So there are two
Pins. And you go down, or?
Place a down order dice on the vehicle or change this current order dice to down. So yeah, right, we'll get the order dice out back in a second.
And then the medium machine gun, it's long range, soft cover again, 5s on that team over there. 2 hits, so another pin. And I've got 6 and a 4. They're veteran, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's just the 1 possible. No, so it's just 1 dead and 1 pin. But then you haven't got anything special in there anymore, anyway.
No. So that's 3 pins in there and a missing NCO.
Excellent.
Comes out the bag, is a fin.
Okay, back shortly. Okay, so I'm just going to fire my mortar again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fire at the infantry troops that I've started to range in. So I need a 5 this time.
Yes.
And I got a 2. But let's put another ranging in marker in.
And the next one's out the bag. Is a fin.
Okay, so my Panzerschreck is going to fire, and it's going to be exactly the same shot at your tank, which is long range 4s, did we agree?
Yes.
Because it's up against the wall and it's going through the gap.
Yeah.
So it's just long range 4, and it's a 2. So. Okay. Explosions everywhere.
And it's one of the Russians, no?
Oh, do you know what you're going to do?
No. So I don't think I can actually see an awful lot past my own tank. So I think, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be the Stug.
Got to pass your test first. 4 pins. And he's regular, isn't he?
Regular.
So
Yep.
5 or less. Nope,
No,
goes down.
So it goes down. That was a given, really, wasn't it? So, what do you do?
That's why I changed target, because with 4 pins he's not out, but he's not.
It's not going anywhere, really. One of yours?
Okay, I'm back shortly. Okay, so this rifle squad here is just going to shoot at the inexperienced squad coming through between the buildings there. I do have a pin, so I'm going to have to pass the test. They are veteran, and there's an officer right next to them, so 9, pass it.
Yeah. So
I'm going to work out the dice and work out, so should be, all of them are going to be just hardcover 5s. So I think it's going to be the same again. 4 for the LMG, 6 rifles, and the SMG. So it's be 12 shots. But I'll work it all out. Right, so we just worked out the SMG, because it's long range, is going to need 6s. So there's 2 6s I'm going to need. So I'll roll those separately. And then I've got the LMG and the 6 rifles. What did we say? Needing 5s? Hardcover.
Yeah, 5s are then always.
So these are for the 5s. So 4. And then needing 6s. No. So 4. 1 dead.
1 dead.
Yep. And a pin. Yep.
Change that because that says 10. But 10 is not 1.
Okay. Who's next?
Right, who's next out the bag?
It's you. Soviet standoff.
Yeah. Or I try and really like my vets SMG2. I'm going to try and move those. They will have to run up to get behind the people.
So you've got 3 pins and no NCOs. So that's 4. So there's 6 or less.
Yeah. 6.
Yep.
So I'll take a pin off. And get you right behind the wheel.
And the ranging in comes off.
So that's down to 2.
good. Next up, you again. So you're going to flame.
Yeah.
No pins, I presume?
No pins on this.
So where are you going to position him?
Good question. I'm going to stick him there.
Okay, there.
There. Should be 6 inches, I'm hoping. No. Oh, fuck.
Do you want to wiggle him forward, out of cover?
Oh, fuck it.
So measure how far you can get him for 6 inches, because although I'll let you edge him forward.
Right. Yeah, about there.
So is that now within 6?
That should be within 6 inches then.
Yeah.
Right.
Here we go.
Might as well. Fuck it. Fortune favours the brave.
So they say. Okay, so we've just agreed on the rule here. I've got flamethrower, so it's going to be the same. So you've got movement 4, ignore cover, but because it's dead on 6, it's going to be long range. We've agreed that we'll do that for the game regardless of whether that's right or not. But if you let us know, then we'll know for future. But so it's going to be movement 4, long range 5.
Right,
Drum
here we go.
roll.
Fingers crossed the flamethrower didn't go to the same score as the tank drivers.
Did. But incidentally, that would have hit if we went in the range. Now you need to roll for fuel.
Yeah, where it runs out.
Yes, if it's a 1, it runs out. So it's
Oh, he's got full tank
loads
still.
of fuel.
Yeah. That's why he missed, because he didn't use any of it.
Okay.
Next dice out the bag. Another rush.
What have you got left? Is
I've
it your
got my
officer and your tank?
And the tank. So there's 3 more left in there.
Oh, and you've still got your
Yeah.
veterans, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to move your tank, are you?
Yeah. I want to keep the front armour pointed at your stook though.
So as long as the 45-degree arc is predominantly the
Yeah,
front
I'll
towards
turn it so that you can shoot the tide. So advance is 9. So I can go 9. So I want to do roughly that.
That'll be front.
Maybe about right. Yeah, because I want to shoot me.
Is that 9?
Yeah.
Okay. And now what are you firing?
Oh, I want to shoot the stook with the main weapon and
Yep.
machine gun. I don't know, maybe I should shoot at the Panzerschreck.
He's going to be pretty close to you next.
So, moved, it's not going to be long range.
No, none of it is.
You're not behind cover because you're not up against cover because you're behind you and everything.
So for my tank, it's going to be a 3.
Yeah.
For my infantry, it's going to be...
Yeah, but you're a small...
Ah, well, you moved as well, so it's 4.
So the Shrek, the small
Yeah,
tank.
4, 5, 6. So the Shrek's going to be 7s, but I'm pretty much in a
It's
position...
not in cover because you're not behind the cover there, you're behind it from that way.
Yeah.
So that would be 5s, wouldn't it?
Movement, small team.
And that's a 3.
Movement 4.
Right, so
Which one are you doing first then?
I'll do the single on the stook first. I'm feeling lucky this time, it's missed 3 times. At that point blank range, you shouldn't really miss. So, 4s for the main weapon. No, obviously he had his eyes crossed.
See, these Stooks are scary.
Yeah. He obviously was looking at the vegetables out of the periscope rather than the stook.
Yeah, they're all
Right.
licking the vegetables.
5 dice at the Panzerschreck small team.
Yeah.
We've agreed it's...
Movement 4, small team 5s.
I've got 1 hit.
1, so that's a pin at least.
And are they bet?
Yes. Everything's red, apart from the Shrek.
No.
Apart from the Panzer. Stook.
Right, next dice out. Finn.
Okay. So, I am going to move this up, and you'll see why shortly. Okay, so I've moved the BA 20 up, and I'm going to attack these. So movement would be 4, but actually they're point blank now, which takes them back to 3. No cover.
No cover bonus, no.
So I'm going to do the flamethrower and the medium machine gun onto you.
Medium machine gun would get cover though.
Yes, so let's do the flamethrower first, needing the 3. 6, so D6 plus 1 because it's a vehicle. 2. 1 dead. Okay, so now rolling for the pins. So that's 4 pins.
4 pins, and I have to roll
A morale.
a morale worked out and the pin markers allocated there. So
you're now on 6 pins.
and I've got to make a morale roll. What's the range for the officer? He's right in the corner there. He's within 5 inches.
Yeah, so he gets that. So he's got, they're veteran, are they?
Yes.
So it would be 4, plus he's a first lieutenant, takes up to 6.
Yeah.
So you need 6 or less.
Come on, otherwise they run away.
Oh, they run away.
They run away. That's why they're veteran. They know they don't go up against flamethrowers. So,
Is that a dice out the bag?
yeah. Flamethrowers? We don't do flamethrowers.
And there's nothing else I can see with the medium machine gun, so that's that one done.
Well done.
Okay, so next dice.
I think.
Okay, let's work out what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to move my sniper team up because they can't do anything. I wonder if I move them up. No, like this. I'm going to move them up to the edge here.
Next.
Yeah, but that's going to be a run order. So, next dice.
Next dice out now. It's going to be another thing.
Okay. I'm going to move my flamethrower up. Okay, so I've just run my flamethrower up this way to try and get a little bit of cover from the building. I had to stay an inch away from the other unit, so I couldn't quite make it to the wall. But yep, that's where my flamethrower is. So next dice.
Only a few left in there.
Have you got any?
Yeah, I've got some. Mine. So they're going to try and sub.
Okay, so you've got pins. You need to take a test, and they're your
They're my
inexperienced.
inexperience, but the officer's right next to them.
Okay. Oh yeah, insane courage. So
So that is straight up with a lot of them. Into you.
so let's work it out. So I'll get reactionary fire, but you've got hard cover from where you were. So just it's going to be all these dice again, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it would be
12 dice. The SMGs are at 6s and the standards are at 5s.
oh. Okay, so do the SMGs at 6s first. No, and then these ones needing 5s. 3 hits, and they're inexperienced.
Yes, they are.
So that's 3 dead, and I've got 6, so I might be able to take the NCO out. No, so 3 dead.
So 2, 4, 6, 8 dice.
Yep. Do you have an SMG?
Because they just get the rifle. Now, because they've taken casualties, they have to roll to see whether they become regular. Can't remember what that
Okay, so because they're taking a casualty, we're just going to see what happens with the unit because they're green. It's 2.
They fight on as normal.
So they're still inexperienced.
So this is
8 needing 5s because I'm veteran. Oh,
3.
3 dead, yeah. And then let's work out. Remember, you've killed 3, and then I've got 9 needing.
If I put the 3 there,
Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got 4.
I've got 3.
Because I don't. It's 4s to kill you, is it?
Yeah.
So I've got 4. So that's your squad dead.
Right. Okay. Agree.
And I get to consolidate D6, I think, because I win. And
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
You want to? If you want to. Whatever, 3, there are nothing. You can get a dice for that as well. Gifting these dice to you.
Yeah, but you did what I was too scared to. So.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
I believe you've got 4 of yours.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to move my officer to the other side of this. So we've got 2 SMGs. So it's movement 3, point blank 2, 4 shots needing 2s.
Yeah.
Let's see what that's going to be on your flamethrower. 3 hits. 1 dead.
Now,
And a
the
pin.
box, so you can't differentiate. I paid for the fact that it's still playing around.
Yeah. But you need, because it's half the unit, you need to take a morale check, don't you?
No, but I'm saying normally you would pick. You should get.
If it was a
Yeah.
6, I would. 8. So they're regular or
Yeah.
9. So yeah, you're still alright.
Yeah.
I've then got this squad in here, which are just going to fire, and they're going to, because of the way that barrier is, it's only the 2 rifles. I think from this window, you can see your flamethrower. That door, this bit here blocks sight to the, so it's just 2, so they're going to fire, and it's just going to be 2 riflemen, soft cover.
Yeah.
I don't think that's long range. Can you just measure it for us? It might be actually over 12.
Yes, it is.
So long range, soft cover, 5s. No.
And he's been shot at, so he takes a pin.
Yeah, from the officer. Right. So now I was going to shoot these at your veteran squad over there, but what I'm going to do is they're all going to shoot
that flame
to save my officer. So it should be the same as last time. The 10 dice. So I've got the LMG, 6 rifles,
10 dice.
and an SMG. So the SMG, where is he? He's there. So can you just measure, because it might be out of range. Is this one here? Yeah, so they drop out. So can you measure the LMG? That would be within range, and then do 12 from your man. So I've got 1, 2, 3, because he'll be the loader.
Yeah, so 3
So I've got 3 rifles, and the LMG will be 3s.
Yeah.
So LMG and 3 rifles needing 3s. I'll do those now. It's 4 hits. And then I've got 4 rifles needing 4s. So another 2. He's got to die on this thing. Yeah, got the 6. Whew. Another dice for the finish.
I think this is a finish.
So, I've also got, so that's my officer, that was that unit. So the last thing I've got left is my outflanking team. So, the CSU, so they need to roll to come on, but they ignore the -1 because they're Finnish.
Yes.
So they are veterans, 6, they got it, so they're going to come on, and I'm going to come on flanking right behind those. Okay, so the CSU have arrived on the rear edge here. So they've all got SMGs, so its movement would still be 3, but that squad there is long range because it's just 12 inches, just within the 12 inches. So I'll come back and work. So they're doing 2 lots of 11, needing 4s for long range. Not that one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right, I remember that.
Okay, and I do them all again. Okay, needing 4s. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 shots, which is just one out of there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shots. And they're veterans, aren't they? So
Yes.
10 shots needing 5s. So you got pin and 3 dead. And I'll roll that 6 again.
And there aren't any exceptions.
Alright, yeah, so just 3 dead.
That's just 3.
And did you put the extra
Yeah,
pin
I'll
on?
put those down. Now up to 3.
Okay, excellent. And that's the end of round 3, I believe. So I've shown my hand at the back.
Got dice.
Yeah, that would be one of these, I think. The rifle unit there. Good. Okay, let's see what happens in the next round.
So,
Okay, so round 4. Let's see who gets the first dice out of the bag. Soviets. Okay, so it's got 2 pins, isn't it?
so regular 60s on this.
7, 8, 9 if he's regular.
Yeah.
So he's got 1 pin, so you pass.
Yeah, 1.
If he's regular, it'd be 9,
Yeah.
won't it? So
Yeah.
you've got 7 plus the 2 pins.
Right, so hit 10, advance, 9, get to there. That's in your front, your side.
Yeah.
He's going to do the machine gun at Panzerschreck.
Okay.
And
So you've got move. So do you want to do that first? So you've got movement is 4, pin 5,
Yeah.
and hardcover is 7s.
No 6s. So,
That's
no.
typical, eh?
Right, main gun.
So movement 4,
I think that classifies as point blank.
pin 5. It's point blank if you're within 6, isn't it? So you don't get the long range. So it's movement.
Yeah. Within 6, is it?
Point blank is, yeah.
No.
So it's just not long range if you're
Yeah.
within half.
I
So
was just checking the inches.
so movement
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
pin 5, and it's just whether you can still see whether I've still got half or cover knot, which will just.
Straight over the top of that 1.5.
Yeah, cool.
So 5s.
Yeah.
No.
4.
I thought I was on good in that.
Yeah.
Right, next dice out of the bag.
Okay, so that tank's already been, so that's not an issue for me. This one is. So I'm just going to fire.
Stacking 6 inches.
Well, it's taken
No,
from the
it's
tank,
alright,
so it'll just be.
Yeah, so it's like I'm measuring it from mine, so.
Yeah, so it's just a 3. Is that right?
Yep.
There's,
Yes.
and I've got 3. And your armour's 9, is it? So 3 plus, I've got 1, so it's just a pin.
I haven't even got any pins on yours, it's pathetic. Right, next dice out of the bag.
Oh, I've also got the machine gun,
Yeah.
which I'm going to fire at.
These guys.
Yeah, they've got hard. Well,
Yeah. Half from that.
yeah, they have now. Yeah, so that's going to be 5 shots, long range, hardcover, 6s. Is that right? I don't have any pins. So 1 6 and 1 dead. You haven't got anything special in there, so it's just a dead and a pin. Okay.
Next dice out of the bag is another thing.
So I'm going to move my Panzerschreck so I can get a side shot on that tank there. He does have a pin and there's no officer nearby, but he is veteran, so I need 9 or less, and I get 7. So the pin comes off and I'm going to move him onto the road. Can't believe I'm doing it, but there we go. Let's move forward and see what happens. Okay, so I've moved my Panzerschreck forward, and so it's movement 4, but he's now point blank, which brings it back down to 3. So I need a 3 to get that. So let's see. And I get 5. So It's your side armour, which brings it down to an 8. I'm +6, so 2 or more.
Yeah.
1. So it's just a pin.
Just the pin.
What are the chances, eh? There we go. Next dice.
That leaves me with a lot of decisions to make now. It's a pin though.
It's a fin. Right, me too. So, nothing like moving everything forward. I'm going to move my flamethrower forward. Okay, so the flamethrower's moved up. So it's within 6. So movement 4, long range 5. Okay, so let's go for a 5. And I got 5. So it hits your top armour. So it's D6 hits. I've got 6. So I've got 6 hits. And what's your top armour?
That's 9. So I don't know what top armour
I think it's -2. Yeah, so it's -1. So 9. -1 brings it down to an 8. And the flamethrower has a 3, so I need 5s.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 6 tonight, so I've got 6 chances to get 5.
3.
That was a 5.
That's a 5. Yeah.
So actually, I've done 5 hits, so I roll 5 hits on the damage chart. I've got 2 6s, 3 6s and a 5.
It's knocked out.
Yeah, it's gone. There you go, so the flamethrower's managed to destroy the tank.
That's why they call them tonic hookers.
Yeah, so next dice.
Things.
Where you going? Oh, crikey.
Yeah, there was a.
Right, so I'm just going to move the Sisu up 6 inches. Do I assault? No, because you would get to. Although you've got you got 4 pins, haven't you? So you would be firing on long range 4s. So you'd need 7s.
7s, yeah.
But you're not behind a barrier, so I'd fight first. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to assault you.
Right.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 shots needing 7s.
Do I have to roll the dice to see?
No, because you're reacting. Ooh, so you've got 3 possibles. Yeah, you got 1. So that's, you hit 1, I think you have to kill it now, don't you?
So that's bits of highs.
Yeah.
No.
But
Yeah.
they've got a pin,
Right.
which doesn't come off because I'm charging. But they are just going to charge up and surround you over there. Yeah,
So you roll 11 dice, and then if you hit, you get to roll again, isn't it?
indeed. So let's get the 11 dice. So I need 11 dice, needing 5s, and any that do hit, roll again because they're SMGs. So 1, 2, 3. So roll those 3 again. So it's 3, 4. So you remove 4, and then you get to roll back with your 2. So they both need to kill twice to win. No, nothing. So that's another squad dead.
You need the dice out of the bag.
And I get to consolidate 3 inches.
There's the dice out of the bag.
Okay, let's see where I'm going to go. Okay, so I've just moved 3 inches back this way, just so I stay out of the 45 arc of this tank here. Excellent. Right, next dice.
There's a lot of things in the bag still.
I think your army's kind of collapsed, isn't it? What have you got left?
I've got a tank and my officer,
Okay.
I think.
Well, you've got to go for...
Yeah, I've got to go for the tank with that.
Yeah. And one of these small units that are just in soft cover.
Do I shoot at? Do I shoot at the ship or do I shoot at the plane?
Or you could do 2 machine guns, couldn't you? Both of
Yeah.
them.
1
Choices.
Haven't moved, it's long range, so it would be 4s, wouldn't it? Soft cover.
Small teams.
6s.
But with the tank, it's just going to be 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's worthwhile trying to take my tank out, because
Yeah.
you could do that with one shot if you get the 4.
Yeah, if I could hit. So, fire.
Oh, actually, you got 4 pins, so it wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
I've
4.
got-
It's going to be 7s, whatever you do.
Yeah. Well, if I win, I'll take one off now.
So you still have 3 pins.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, so 4, 7.
So,
Roll to see if you pass,
see if I pass,
and then just
we-
you can decide.
Yeah.
So regular 9, so you got 4 pins, so you need 5 or less,
No,
and you go
it's going
down.
to go down. It was worth a try.
Yep.
So, next one out of the bag. Here's a pin.
Okay, I shall. Going to move my officer up to here, and hopefully get him so I can see your officer.
Yeah.
So I've moved my officer just to there. So it's going to be movement 3, point blank is 2. I think the guy at the back, you get cover from him. So I think I'll do 1 at 2 and 1 at 4.
Okay.
But they've got 2 at 4.
Yeah.
So 2, what did I say, needing 2s?
2s, yeah.
So it's 2 hits and then 2 needing 4s. Nothing, so 2 hits. Nothing, so just a pin.
Duck and cover.
Yeah. What have we got left?
Got 7 dice in the bag. Another one of yours.
Okay.
Rifle team and your water team still to come.
Yeah. But I'm going to move this 6 inches forward.
Yeah. 90 degrees. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use fire at the guy there.
Yep.
How far is it?
12 inches.
12 inches. So, flamethrower, movement 4. That's it, is it? 4. So D6 plus
D6.
plus 1 because it's a vehicle. 6. So that's going to be 7 hits. I don't think you can survive that, no, can you? Because he's dead. But incidentally, I need to. So I need to roll the flamethrower that just destroyed the tank for fuel.
Yeah.
He's fine. It was a 6, and then my vehicle 1, so he's run out.
Why couldn't you do that?
I know.
Where's your dice come from, flamethrower? You did draw one out.
I think it's that one there, isn't it?
Because you haven't got me rifle squad yet.
No. Okay. Okay, so I haven't got much left, so my mortar is just going to fire at this tank here. So I need a 6. Nope. This unit's going to go down. Do you want to get the next one up? I can't really do anything now. It's just got your tanks to work on.
That was for the officer.
Oh yeah.
So I think they're all just yours left in there now.
Okay, so these 2 rifle squads are going to go down because there's nothing else for me to go for.
And your sniper.
And
that's it.
the sniper can't do anything, so they'll go down. So that's the end of round 4. So essentially, I've managed to come around this flank and just take out the few bits that were there. But more importantly, your tanks just haven't been able to make a difference, really, have they?
They have not hit, I think, with their main guns.
So that's the end of round 4. Let's see if we continue or what happens in round 5.
We'll probably, not really funny, the lieutenant's gone, that's immobilised, there's only that left.
So we've called the game there. I haven't lost anything yet, and with one of his tanks, one of his 2 tanks that remain immobilised, and on 4 pins, and this one over here with 1 pin. It's got quite a lot of, it's got the Stug to deal with, the Panzer Shrek, the flamethrower. All of my infantry are pretty much out of action now just because of where they are. I could probably get my flamethrower truck, pivot around that fence and go around the outside, but that might take a turn or 2. But essentially it's game over, isn't it? So I've got 7 dice, so you've got 2 remaining, so 7-0 that works out as. Good, I really enjoyed that. The Finns were much tougher than I thought, actually. I was quite surprised.
Up behind the hardcover.
That really helped. Veteran troops behind hardcover, and that's winning the roll-off, which is why I went for that, because it just makes all the difference. Yeah, well, thank you for the good game. Much appreciated.
And
Brilliant.
we learned a few things about flamethrower and things.
Yes, so we learned some rules here as well, so which we did off camera. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and look out for the next battle report, and I'll probably do a showcase of my Finnish army that I painted a couple of months ago, just to show the rest of the army and what I'm working on with the winter Finns. So take care and see you again soon.